Okay, all right. So here's what I'm going to do. Yep, just that right there. I need to pull you next to this right here. Pull you down right here. Now, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's really going on right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to speak as if I was um, live. It is counting. It says I've been in here for 3 minutes. But listen, um, my name is Kingdom Scented, and I am the owner of the candles you see in the screen with me. Um, I hand make my candles. They are and can be customized. Um, I am not just a candle maker. This thing is not green. What does this mean? Hmm? I don't know what this is, but I don't think that I am recording. I don't think so. I don't have no green button. I don't know. Let me see something. I think that's supposed to be green down there. That's not supposed to be that color. Grayed out, but this one is blue. I don't know what this means though. hmm Are we not? I don't know what's going on. This ain't nothing working right. It's like so hard when you're trying to do new stuff and you're trying to get things to work. Things just won't work. I'm not sure why things are not working. But this is what I do know. That it is absolutely getting on my nerves. That's what I do know. Computer buttons don't want to work. Uh-huh. Hope everything is just moving slow. The nets and all of that stuff is driving me crazy. Now, can I see what happened? Why? This is hello, everybody. It has taken me about 35, 40 minutes to get on this live and do this. Um, Listen, I am Kingdom Scented and I specialize in candles. Kingdom Scented is my business. I personalize candles. It's not a hobby, it's actually a business. I make all type of candles. The champagne glasses are completely done by me. The unicorns on the ends are completely done by me. The ones up there in the middle are called the cupcake candles. Those are my glass cupcake candles, and they are created by me as well. I don't know how I came up with the name for that, but I think because they look like little cupcake glasses. The glasses are little. Um, then we have our varsities. Those are the ones with the letters on it. Those can actually be customized. You could put your own letters on those, whatever your own initials. Um, And you see our Greek sister and brotherhood candles. Um, those are also some candles that um, I hold them deep to my heart, because not because I'm a part of it or not because of any of that. It's just that sisterhood and brotherhood um, do so much in communities, schools, and people's lives. They do. Okay, they do put in the work, and sometimes, I feel like they are only like, I guess I want to say they are only like paid attention to, honored, showed appreciation to through their own people. So I wanted to give them some recognition. Okay. Um, what else? I have been on YouTube for a while. I just haven't been posting anything. As you look at the candles, um, you are able to purchase candles as well. My Cash App um, is here, and my my PayPal is here. If you use the Cash App, you can send your payment through the Cash App and let me know what candle it is that you want, along with your um, mailing information. PayPal is through my email. You can also drop what you want, make the payment, and type in what you are wanting to purchase, um, and I will get it shipped out to you. Tonight, I wanted to talk about the double standards and real reality between men and women. Okay. If you ever hear me talking about women, you're going to hear me talking about men. If you ever hear me talking about men, you're going to hear me talk about women. Why? Because we are all human, and we all have a lot of the same feelings. We all can have the same thought process on things. I think we all have our own um, nots and yeses and yays and nahs and things that we'll deal with, things that we won't deal with, the things that we'll accept and the things that we won't accept. I think as a collective, some of these things are double standard, right? Um, Instead of being like reality. Okay. So for instance, um, I was told one day that um, men don't like insecure women. That's unattractive. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. I can understand that a person saying that low self esteem is unattractive. But what is low self esteem? Because I think low self esteem can be considered a lot of things. You can have low self esteem when you can't trust. People call that low self esteem. They call low self esteem when um, you're not happy with some part of your body, or something that you don't like concerning your lifestyle. Um, some people will call insecurity um, the way people talk, right? Um, I think an insecurity is when you don't feel safe. Um, when you're not secure, which means you're not standing in it, and you don't feel steady, right? Um, so that means that instead of women, right, because we are nurturing, and a lot of times our mind goes straight to, um, let's make it okay. Let them know that we are okay with what we have. Who else has to look at you? Now listen, some men do say that to they love, or some women do say that. Some men don't, some women don't. Okay. Realistically, okay, we all have insecurities, right? But what we don't hear is a lot of women telling men that they're unattractive because of their insecurity, which is um deemed as okay. Why? Because the man is supposed to be the security. The man is supposed to be able to kind of balance you out or kind of ground you when things seem a little rocky. That's what the men are supposed to be. In relationships, in families, it's just what is expected, right? So if I have a male best friend and I'm saying, okay, this is my male best friend and my male best friend, I expect that when I'm around my male best friend that I feel like I'm safe, like nobody will bother me or nobody will harm me because he's going to protect me, right? What could be the insecurity for that? Abandonment, maybe? But abandonment doesn't equal insecure, right? Abandonment shouldn't be something that deems a person unattractive. Um, Mental health doesn't doesn't mean a person is unattractive. So my problem is I'm having a problem with understanding what we are unattracted to when it comes to insecurity because a lot of us could have trust issues. A lot of us have past back past. We all have leftover residue from the relationship we was in with the love of our life and we thought we was gonna get married. We all come in with some type of family dysfunction. Ain't nobody perfect, so we all coming in with something. So does that mean that we are all insecure? Hmm. Does that mean that we are all unattractive? Because listen, you ain't just gonna say that I'm attractive and you don't want me because I don't like when you just go off and leave and don't call me and don't let me know that you okay. That's not me being insecure. That's me I'm suffering from some form of abandonment. And for me to feel like I'm in a steady place, in a comfortable place to relax my mind. I would want you to call just to say, hey, I'm okay. Hey, I'm living. Hey, I'll be home in a little while. Why do they have to be? You don't trust me? You don't. What, why? What does abandonment have to do with trust and security? Let me tell you what it has to do with trust. Once you have been abandoned, okay, it's a fear of. You don't want to feel that again. It's not directed towards one person. You can have a best friend that you want to hold on to. You can have one of your kids that you want to hold on to. And if they leave, you could feel some form of abandonment. When my children moved out of my home and I was an empty nester, I became and had that feeling of abandonment that I once felt before. But that doesn't mean that I'm insecure. What would I be insecure about? I think it's just a fear of not wanting it to happen again. What if a person grew up all their life hearing either they were too skinny or they were too fat or their hair was so nappy or their feet always been big and fat and flat? Like, so what's been pumped in your head is what you know. How do you shake that if when you get older You still hear people saying the same thing. Oh, you got such a pretty face. Why can't I just be pretty? Why do I have to be a pretty face? And because I've been hearing it for so long, it's like, yeah, okay, my face is pretty, but like I'm just not a pretty girl all over. Like, so because when you tell me I have a pretty face and I say, so you don't think that is not me being insecure with you. That's me expressing something that has been told to me all my life. So I question it now. It doesn't mean I'm insecure. It means that I'm afraid that when a person say you have a pretty face, that they're not meaning that I'm pretty. Like, just say I'm pretty. You don't have to say you have a pretty face. That's a talk behavior. So a lot of the times, for instance, if a male's mother didn't do right by them and they began to treat women in a not so good way because they have so much anger built up against women due to what they were taught. Do then the women don't date them because of the things, the abandonment, the abuse, the lack of the like do that make a man insecure? And should I not date this man because this is what he's been through? Hmm. I don't feel like um that's a good way to look at it. I feel like when you have that connection and when you have that bond, there's nothing that you can say, nothing that you can do to make me want to bag away from you. What I will do though is want to love on you more, right? Because there is some things that's going on inside that has absolutely nothing to do with me. So you can't possibly be insecure with me. You can be absolutely insecure due to the fear of. Men will do things like she's insecure because she said she was fat. Whether you fat, whether you skinny, whether you light, whether you chocolate, you look in the mirror every day. And what you telling this person you see is what you see in the mirror. But what does my outside have to do with my inside? You can't get past the outside, right? So we feel like, oh, because she don't have the thick thighs and the big old ass and the this and the that, then she's insecure. Hmm. I don't think that's how that works. I think it's according to that person's narrative. When you're looking at the outer and you hear a person tell you something about themselves, um, if they come and tell you, listen, I'm a plus size woman, yada, 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 I don't think that's an insecurity. I think that's just being upfront and being honest and saying what it is. Because a lot of dating that go on now goes on online. So you have to, you feel like, well, let me let this person know this because they haven't seen me. They might have seen my face, but I didn't put a whole body picture up there. But because it's not a whole body picture up there, what does that mean? You can flash a picture of you while you're in a car. You can flash a picture of you while you're at the club. Like, okay, you didn't pose for a picture. Or you just didn't put, you like the way that picture looked. So you put that picture up there. Does that mean you insecure? No, how do a picture tell if you're insecure or not? Me asking, do you like a plus size woman means I'm insecure? Hmm. So what do women say when the plus size men be like, yeah, women don't care about the plus size men no more? Men, do y'all think that's unattractive? Do y'all want to hear women be like, oh, that's unattractive? I don't want to be with you because that's so unattractive. Probably not, because why? That's going to make you feel what you just said, right? It's going to make what you just said correct. And it's not correct, because the next woman may feel like your weight don't matter to me. It's the way you love me. It's how we connect. It's how we respect each other. It's the communication. It's the friendship behind the relationship. It's the good times we share. Not every relationship is going to be good, but we know how to sit down and talk it out. But instead, when the shoe is on the other foot and you got a woman saying, man, these men don't care about plus size women and they insecure. When you get on online and you be like, man, what plus size girls at? Yada, 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 yada. I think they need to know the difference between plus size curve and just plus size. Okay. Um, when big women hear that and their reaction is, oh my God, this is just some BS. They just saying whatever. They just trying to get your attention. Why, you know what I'm saying? Big girls don't